Welcome to this video podcast from the International Al Jolson Society. Starting as an audio podcast in 2007, this is a look into the works and legacy of the world's greatest entertainer, Al Jolson. An unrivaled star of stage, screen, and recording, his influences are felt even today, more than 60 years after his passing. This week's podcast features two great entertainers and two great songs. From the May 18, 1947 Jack Benny program, here is Al Jolson as guest star, engaging in some witty repartee with Jack Benny in an edited segment of the program. Following this, enjoy Mr. Jolson as he sings April Showers and You Made Me Love You.
Now I've heard everything.
You ain't heard nothing yet.
Why, it's Al Jolson. Say, Al, what took you so long getting here?
Well, you know how it is, Jack. I drove over and there's an awful lot of traffic.
Oh, yes, I remember now, and you're not such a good driver.
Say, listen, maybe you don't like the way I drive, but have you ever seen the way Larry parks? I got a gag in.
No, Al, turn the page.
Oh.
Turn the page. Al, Phil just did that joke.
What's the difference? You get 1 million new listeners when I come on.
I know, Al, I know. That's why it's nice having you on my show.
Well, it's nice being with you, Jack.
You know, Al, it's hard to think of any two fellas in show business who have as much in common as we two.
You're right, Jack, and that goes for radio, vaudeville, Broadway shows, and the movies.
Yeah, take movies, for instance. We both worked for Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You made Sonny Boy, which was nearly their first talkie.
And you made The Horn Blows at Midnight, which was nearly their last one.
You like that? Huh?
Yeah, Jack, I mean, I apologize. I mean, it was one of the more recent ones.
No, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's amazing, though, Al, how our careers are so closely associated.
I think so.
I mean, few people realize that you were the very first man to encourage me and help me up the ladder of success. I remember it clearly. It was in 1922.
1922.
I wasn't working. You were a big-time star. And you met me and you slapped me on the back and said, "Son, don't worry, you'll make good." And then you gave me $1 to get a meal.
That was 25 years ago. How about giving it back?
Al, I didn't return that $1 because I thought it was a good luck omen. And I decided to pass it on to some other poor struggling actor who might need encouragement.
Well, I'm glad you didn't keep the $1. Tell me, Jack, who'd you give it to?
Well, first I had my eye on a nice young kid named Eddie Cantor. Now, he was very talented.
Look, I just came here to sing. Don't antagonize me.
Oh.
So he gave the $1 to Eddie Cantor.
Well, you see, at that time, Eddie Cantor was engaged to marry a girl named Ida. But by the time I decided to give him the $1...
He had a wife and 5 kids. I don't...
Only 3.
All right, Jack. Who did you finally give that $1 to?
Well, you've heard of Bing Crosby, haven't you?
Heard of him. We go around together on the same turntables.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, well, what happened with Crosby?
Well, I noticed he looked hungry, so I walked up to him, slapped him on the back, and said, "Kid, how about $1?" And he gave it to me. Anyway, Al, I didn't know where to turn next.
But, Jack, there were other struggling youngsters who could have used that lucky $1. Fellas like Danny Kaye, Bob Hope, Ronald Coleman, Hugo Carmichael, Jimmy Durante, Darryl Zanuck, Clark Gable, and Menashe Skolnick.
Menashe Skolnick?
Yeah, he's a star of Finkelstein's Rainbow. You know that show.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, all those actors seemed to struggle to the top without my help. And so against my finer instincts, I kept your lucky $1. And now it'll always be with me.
I know. You had it melted down and shot in your arm.
Yeah. Well, Al is getting on towards the end of the program, and I was wondering, well, perhaps you'd like to sing a song.
You know, folks, this kid doesn't listen to radio much.
Oh, and you would like to sing, eh?
Well, certainly. That's why I brought my music over. Here, look at it.
Well, this is a swell song. Come on, Al, let's hear it.
Okay, Jackson, stand back. Oh, April showers may come your way. They bring the flowers that bloom in May. And if it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining. Rain, you know, it's raining violets. And where you see clouds upon the hills, you soon will see crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for a bluebird and listening for its song whenever April showers come along. Oh, April showers may come your way. They bring the flowers that bloom in May. So if it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining. Rain, you know, it's raining violets. And where you see clouds on the hills, look, they're not clouds, no, they're clouds of daffodils. So keep on looking for a bluebird and listening for its song whenever April showers come along.
Let's throw the script away and have another song.
Okay, Jack. What do you want?
You made me love you.
I always did.
You did? Well, let's have it.
Hit it, boys. Hit it. Take it. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want to. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. Or you made me sad. But there were times, baby. You dog. You made me cry for. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I want some love. That's true. You know I do. Indeed I do. Yes, I do. Gimme what I cry for. You know you got the kind of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you.
This entire radio program is available on the website of the International Al Jolson Society, www.jolson.org. That's JOLSON.org. Along with many other radio shows, Jolson recordings, video clips, and information about the world's greatest entertainer. Be sure to visit the site and listen for the next podcast. As Al Jolson said, in the words he made famous,
You ain't heard nothing yet.